Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel Stamp Cat Stamps, where I am very long overdue for another mail day episode. So today I'm going to be playing a little bit of catch up. We'll have a look at the mail that I got between February to April, so 3 months. Look at all this mail that I've gotten. I have quite the stack. This might be a really long video, but we'll see how it goes. I've kind of separated it into 3 parts. So first we're going to start with postcards. Second is going to be letter mail that comes with covers. And then the third segment is just going to be mail that included stamps. So let's get started. First, we're going to have a look at postcards. So these are the postcards that I've gotten. And the first 2 that I'll show you are both from Sarhan in Singapore. This is the first one. It's a beautiful postcard with an artistic kind of painting of a building with some interesting architecture. And I like, as usual, I like the shiny seal. It says Singapore Heritage, the Peranakan Collection. And then these are the stamps that it comes with. This postcard is actually a part of the Peranakan Heritage Shophouses series. And Peranakan is an ethnic group in Singapore made up of mixed Chinese and Malay/Indonesian heritage. The second postcard that I got has 2 ladies taking a nice walk along the river here, and it says Singapore Airlines in the corner. Thank you very much, Sarhan. Up next, I have a postcard from John in the Philippines. Here's this one. This postcard is showing a tricycle, which is an iconic vehicle in the Philippines. You see them everywhere. They hold anywhere from 1 or 2 to like 10 people. My cousins and I used to play a game where we would count how many people are in that tricycle, or like count how many kids can pack into one tricycle. It's kind of like a taxi, so they just kind of drive around and you can flag them down and ask how much for a ride. Here's actually some footage of my mom and I last time that we were in the Philippines riding a tricycle together. They're really loud. It's a lot of fun.
We're riding on a tricycle.
And let me show you the back of the postcard from John, because it has some beautiful stamps, but also this really cool special postmark. We can see it's for Grandparents' Day, and that girl is doing what we call the bless gesture, or in Tagalog, manopo. Bless is actually a gesture that I only learned about last time that I went to Philippines. Basically a sign of respect to your elders. There's this hilarious video that I'm actually probably gonna sample here by J.D. Brown. If you go into a room and an elder offers you their hand, you're supposed to take their hand and press it to your head, and that's a sign of respect to them. But in the video, this guy, he doesn't know what's going on. He gives his grandma like some handshake, and his whole family's like, no, oh my gosh, which is hilarious because that's basically me. Like before the last time I went, if my Lola or someone held out their hand, I'd probably shake it or not know what to do. Anyway, so that's a cultural thing for the Philippines. Thank you, John. That's very nice. Telling us more about Filipino culture. Next in the postcard pile is this gorgeous postcard from Andrew in Vietnam. And it's kind of hard to see, but I love this like embossed kind of material, so I can see it's 3D, like it sticks out a little bit. And of course it's really cool that it's in the shape of a stamp. Hi Stamp Cat, and greetings from Saigon. My name is Andrew and I've been living and working here for 5 years. This postcard shows the Central Post Office, which is one of the most iconic buildings in the city. I mailed this card from there. Oddly, this is the only place where you can get the Saigon postmark. Oh, these are the Lunar New Year Tet stamps. They issue every year. I'm finally going home to the US for the first time in 2 years. I leave this weekend. Thanks for your content. Love the channel. Best, Andrew. Thanks, Andrew. I hope you had a good trip back home. There's also, of course, an Uncle Ho stamp. And these are just lovely. Have a look at those. And then like you said, the Saigon postmark, which I didn't know you could still get a Saigon postmark. That's really cool. Thanks so much, Andrew. Next is a postcard from Adeline. He's actually the one who gave me those France stamps in the last episode and the sheet of yellow Marianne's, which is now my beloved Pikachu stamp art. Hi Lisa, I just wanted to say hello from Malta, a little island in the Mediterranean Sea, which is also a country. Today we will take a flight to Barcelona in Spain. Keep safe, Adeline. Here is the card, so it has the Maltese cross. On the back we can see the postmark says Malta Postal Museum, so I guess they have a postal museum there that Adeline was able to check out. Very cool, thank you. And next I have a postcard I'll just show really quickly. This one's actually my post-crossing postcard, not viewer mail. I got one from Portugal here, Guimarães, and it shows a castle and a cool stamp showing something tasty from Portugal. Finally, in the postcard section, I have a postcard from Lawrence, the creator behind Stories Behind Stamps YouTube channel and blog, and this one is from Budapest. Lawrence writes, "Hi Lisa, you're a bit quiet lately. Sometimes life gets in the way of stamps. Regards from the Hungary Stamp Exhibition, Lawrence." Yes, Lawrence, he knew. In my case, life literally got in the way. Okay, so that's it for the postcards. Okay, on to part 2. Part 2 is mail that includes covers. I got 4 letters that all have a special cover that we're going to have a look at. So first is from Prodromos in Cyprus. Here are the stamps. I love the cat stamps, as you know. Prodromos sent me this awesome package. So right away when we open it, we see a official first day cover with owls. There's another really unique postmark on here that has a little owl face. That's so cute. And then we also have a postcard. Hello Lisa, greetings from Paphos. It's Prodromos again. I hope this envelope finds you well. On this postcard you can see a view of the Saint Neophytos cell in Tala village 8 kilometers from my hometown Paphos. Neophytos was an Orthodox monk, priest, and hermit that lived between 1134 and 1214. He decided to live alone away from everyday normal life. He found the ideal place in Melisovono area. Melisovono means hill of the bees, and he transformed a small cave in his spiritual little office. When he died, that cave attracted a big number of priests and religious persons. Slowly, the area became a monastery and became one of the most important and precious religious monuments in Cyprus. And Prodromos also kindly wrote me a little note with some stamps that he sent along. I'm sending you 3 refugee stamps, 2 stamps and a miniature sheet from the 2021 Greek Revolution series, and 2 stamps from Europa 2021 series. I hope you will like them. Of course I like them. Oh, what a cute little mini sheet. It's so small, look at that. And Prodromos also included what looks like the information sheet. So it looks like Cyprus Post issues these like information pamphlets about their stamps. We have something pretty similar in Canada called the Details magazine, and it's something that I've seen with other countries too, that if you're a collector and you're curious about the stamps, especially the new issues, check with the post office because they might have some like info sheets. With this one, it tells me all about the owl stamp. So the issue shows 2 owls. One is the barn owl, the most widespread of all, found all over the world. And the second is the Cyprus scops owl, which is an endemic bird of Cyprus. And then the other info sheet is going to tell us about these Greek Revolution stamps. The souvenir sheet shows a painting of the revolution. The fighters are holding one hand to their heart and the other hand to the ceiling, taking an oath to free Greece from slavery. And the 34-cent stamp shows the monument to Cypriot fighters who fought in the Greek Revolution, and then the 64-cent stamp shows the mausoleum of Cypriot martyrs who fought in the revolution. Thank you so much, Prodromos. You always make it so easy for me to research the history behind the stamps and the materials that you send me. And I always learn a lot about your country, Cyprus, too, from your mail. So thank you very much. Up next, I have an envelope from Reg in Quebec City. I actually met Reg just recently at CAPEX, which was Toronto's big stamp exhibition that just happened recently in June. Here is Reg's envelope. So as always, it has lovely block of postage, and a lost cat label. That's me. So Reg writes, "Hi Lisa, I received another one of them B-Napex covers. Cheers, Reg." And here is said cover. There's actually 2 of them here, it looks like. So as you can see, these covers, they both have that John McCrae stamp that I did an episode for Canada's Remembrance Day. But also something really cool is the special postmark and even this like overprint on the stamps for the upcoming B-Napex, which is going to be in Calgary in September during the Labor Day weekend. This is super iconic for Calgary because Calgary is sort of considered Canada's Wild West. Every year they have a really big rodeo in Calgary, so this is pretty iconic for a convention that's going to be held there. Lots of exhibitions, dealers, and of course fun things to do around Calgary. So if you're a little bit more out west, definitely you should check out the B-Napex convention. Thanks, Reg, I like this cover. Up next, I have a very interesting piece of mail from Derwin Mack in Toronto. I'd like to show you this beautiful pictorial cancel, which is from Toronto's first post office. And also we see a cancel for a place called Transcamster Bog, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Derwin specializes in, among other things, making cachets. Is it cachets or cachets? I'm calling it cachets, which are basically personally made covers to commemorate certain events. He knows that I really like Pokemon. He sent me this cover that he made for Pokemon Day, and then another one for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Hello Lisa, enclosed is a Pokemon Day cover because you like Pokemon. The postmark is from Toronto's first post office. I played Pokemon Go incessantly during summer and fall of 2016 but fell out of practice in the winter. I played it for a while in 2017 but unfortunately fell out of the habit. That's okay. Also enclosed is the first day cover of Transcamster Bog's latest stamp, which commemorates the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Also enclosed is a selection of stamps from Transcamster Bog. I enjoy your videos about philately and I hope you'll continue to be well and add to your collection. Sincerely, Derwin Mack. Derwin also keeps a blog online about his latest philatelic activities, and he has a post on there about Transcamster Bog. Basically, some land came up for sale in a bog in Scotland and he bought it. He owns 2 pieces of land. They're not next to each other, so you'd have to cross Camster to touch the 2 pieces, hence the name Transcamster Bog. And basically he figured if people can issue their own stamps from an independently owned island, for example, why not be able to issue your own stamps from a landlocked property? I got into a little bit of a conversation with Derwin about postmarks because I was curious if he owns this property, is he able to send stamps using his own postmark? Like, can he get the rights to do that? Oh, there's Elon. And the answer was kind of. Certain countries do have programs where a private individual can use their own postmark to send mail. This is called a mailer's postmark permit. You have to apply through it through the postmaster, so you could only send your mail through a specific post office. And Derwin does actually have a mailer's postmark permit out of a post office in LA. And of course, because he's using the United States postal system, he can use his own postmark, but he would have to have the appropriate United States postage to be able to send mail. The other thing we talked about is something similar. It's called a private express company. It's where you can apply to carry your own mail, but you again still have to use that country's postage stamps. So he has also created the Transcamster Express Company, where he's allowed to privately carry his own mail as long as it uses the appropriate postage for the country. Derwin has written to Canada Post about getting a program like the mailer's postmark permit approved in Canada, but so far to my knowledge, no reply yet. This is an area of philately that I haven't really explored before. Creating your own stamps and your own valid postmarks and own postal transportation is totally new to me, so hopefully I got all the details right. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Thanks, Derwin, for all the information and for these covers. I do indeed love the Pokemon Day one. You want to say hi, buddy? No. Okay, what were we talking about? The last letter in the mail including covers segment is from my dear fellow YouTuber, Richard Philatelist. So here is what he sent me. Let's take it out of the plastic. In this case, the special cover is on the mail itself. This is an envelope from the London 2022 International Stamp Exhibition. A lot of you guys, I'm sure, follow Richard. I'll put a link to his channel, but check out his vlog about his experience at the London 22 exhibition, as well as his video on the Queen's Platinum Jubilee stamps. So that's some of them. There was a big omnibus issue. And here's from Richard. He sent me some philatelic material, like these cover storage things, which is awesome. He sent more, but I'm already using them, so I took them out. And look at this! This is an autographed souvenir sheet of the Czechoslovakia issue, which I did a video of. And he had it autographed by Martin Mork, who was at the exhibition, and he was the engraver for this issue, which is so cool. Thank you so much, Richard. And then we also have a postcard here with London things. Hey Lisa, here's a greeting of Richard from London 2022. PTS Collector Handbook and the Swania stamp with the autograph of Martin Mork are for you. Hope you'll like them. Best regards. And then what's cool about the PTS Collector Handbook, which was given out at the London exhibition, is on one of the pages there is an article written by James Gavin, who's the digital philatelist, and he mentions Stampcat stamps. So there's Stampcat, and in the UK, Richard Philatelist, and of course the very original Graham back from Exploring Stamps. But that's super exciting. I never dreamed that this channel would get mentioned in an article, in a stamp publication for an international exhibition all the way across the world. That's crazy. When Richard let me know, like, hey, our channels are mentioned in this, he offered to send me a copy of this, and I said, oh yes, please, I'd love to have that. Thanks, Richard, so much for sending this along. Okay, so we have one more segment left of the mail day. Maybe pause and take a break for a little intermission if you're getting tired. Here's a little break for your enjoyment. Are you tired from stamp collecting? Alright guys, so let's keep going with part 3. Good old letters from viewers with stamps. So up first we have Thomas from San Jose, California. This is Thomas' envelope. It has some stickers, and there's the stamps. And Thomas sent me a lovely card, some stamps, and stickers. And these stickers are really cool. Did you make these, Thomas? These are really like high quality, very colorful. I love it. Thomas writes, hi Stamp Cat, I just wanted to reach out and say that I really enjoy your videos. I especially enjoyed your video on Pokemon stamps. I have a few Pokemon stamps, so this video spoke to me. I also have some Doraemon stamps that I just wanted to flex. Unfortunately, I couldn't include either of those stamps in this letter. Oh, that's okay. I hoard all the Pokemon stamps that I get as well, Thomas. Don't you worry. But I hope you enjoy the stamps and stickers I do include. I've just recently started collecting, so I don't have too many stamps yet, but thanks for the great content and keep making amazing videos. Thomas. Thanks so much, Thomas. Let's have a look at these stamps here. Okay, so we have a nice variety. I'll try to show these one by one. So we have some stamps from Iceland. This one's super neat, really colorful. From Spain, and then a couple of animals. So we got this bird from Australia and a lovely mint Canadian beaver. Thank you so much, Thomas. I like these very much. Up next, I have a letter from Jean Wang up in Toronto. And look, this one also has a nice pictorial cancel. It says from the Station K post office. And there's our Queen's Platinum Jubilee stamp issued this year. Canadians really coming through with the pictorial cancels this episode. If you're looking to collect these, I'll include a link in the description. There's the official Canada Post website that lists the pictorial cancels by province. And then there's also this other blog that has these like unlisted cancels. I don't know if they're expired ones, but if you ask the post office nicely, they still let you use it. Let's have a look at what Jean sent. First of all is this gorgeous card. Look at this with all these stamps. And then look how nicely this is all laid out. So, all these envelopes. Dear Lisa, I hope you will enjoy these stamps. I started pulling out some Winnie the Pooh stamps for you. I enjoyed your video very much and found some other character stamps that you might like. As you probably know, the Japanese love to put cartoon and children's book characters on their stamps. Here are some showing Moomin, Finnish, Peter Rabbit, Hello Kitty, and other Sanrio characters, Snoopy, and of course, Winnie the Pooh and friends. Have fun and keep an eye out for more quizzes. Best wishes, Jean. So I also got to meet Jean at CAPEX recently, which was pretty cool. Jean is an active member of the North Toronto District Stamp Club. She's actually their news editor, which is how I first interacted with her. So each issue, the North Toronto Stamp Club has a thematic quiz, and anyone can participate all over the world. In fact, if you watch TED Talk Stamps, he actually won one of the quizzes. Basically, they'll show a group of stamps, and then you have to figure out what is the common theme between all these stamps and send your submission to Jean, and then you'll be entered to win a prize. I've entered a few times, but I've never won. I'll keep trying though. But Jean watches the channel and sent me some of these cartoon stamps, so let's have a look. She sent quite a few, and I love them. And there's so many in here. I don't know if it's because I'm a new collector or I'm childish or it's just the way I am, but I really love cartoon stamps. I think they're so fun. So it looks like in this package are Winnie the Pooh stamps. That one's so cute. Look at his outfit. That's me looking for food. Jean, this is awesome. I have such an extensive Winnie the Pooh collection now. Next is Hello Kitty, which I actually do have a collection of already. So I do have some Hello Kitty stamps from when I purchased the set to get the Pikachu. Up next, it looks like Snoopy stamps. And Charlie Brown. This one. That's me right now. Jean, you spoiled me so much. These ones are Peter Rabbit. And last packet. I think this is the Moomin one. I don't know who this lady is, but she looks like a character. Jean, this is crazy. There's like well over 100 stamps here. I think I'm well on my way to several topical collections now. Thank you so much. I love them. These are all so cute. I'm so excited. So up next, I got a package from Dan in Fernie, BC, and it's another big stamp mail. Dan writes, Lisa, I love your YouTube postings, informative and entertaining. Here are some stamps from areas that I do not collect. My interests are Russia, Czechoslovakia, Germany to 1991, and Churchill on stamps. I hope you like them. From Dan. And he also sent me quite a lot. Let's have a look here. So we have a cute bat souvenir sheet from Vanuatu. I guess the bats are hanging upside down. There we go. And then a whole lot of stamps. Oh, here's something interesting. Look at that. A big old fingerprint. That's cool. Another owl. Looks like I'm starting an owl topical collection, you guys. Look at that gnome. Couple cartoons. I want fries. Oh, a stamp on stamp. Fun. Oh, here's a Philippine stamp. A lot of these are CTOs I can feel from the gum, but still really fun for topicals. What is that? I don't know what animal that is. Oh, United Nations stamp. Ooh. That's technically a stamp on stamp too. Another stamp on stamp from Haiti. Cool. Oh, this is Zeppelin. Thanks, Dan. There's tons of worldwide stuff here. There's so many I can't even fit it on my desk. But thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. So many topics and so many countries. Okay, so up next, I actually have 3 letters from Rovik in the Philippines. Let me show you some of these stamps and envelopes. And then this one is a cover that he mailed to me. So Rovik has sent me a couple different treats, which we can have a look at here. He made some stickers, which is really cool. And Rovik has been writing me several letters, basically telling about his interest in stamp collecting. He's fairly new to the hobby, and telling me a little bit about his local post office. But because Rovik watches this channel, he sent me something special, and it's in this nice little red envelope. He knows that I collect cows facing left. It started out as a joke, and then now it seems like it's actually a topical that I'm collecting. He sent me a special stamp from the Philippines with a cow facing left. This is a charity stamp for the Mount Pinatubo Fund, which is to help victims of the eruption of the Mount Pinatubo volcano. And then he also sent me some washi tape with little cats on it that I can put on my letters. Rovik has actually sent me more letters and stamps since then, but again, I'm just covering mail up to April, so don't worry, I'm gonna cover the stamps that he sent me in the next video. Thanks so much, Rovik, this is really special. I love hearing from my viewers in the Philippines, and it's so cool that there's a Philippine stamp of cows facing left. Definitely I'm gonna add that to my collection. Finally, we've come to my last piece of mail for this episode. Last but certainly not least is this gorgeous mail from Erin in Colorado. And Erin wrote me a note that she was gonna send me some happy mail, and she was not exaggerating. So this envelope, she kind of made it herself. Like, this is washi tape and stickers. And just the colors and everything, the stamps go beautifully. I love this stamp right here. One of the United States ones. That's so cool. And I just want to show you opening this because everything in here is just so beautifully put together. Everything's wrapped in this nice tissue paper. Erin wrote me a letter and sent a vintage postcard, which we're gonna have a look at. And then this lovely block of stamps from the USPS with different modes of transportation. And of course, Erin has gorgeous writing. She writes, "Dear Lisa, greetings from Colorado. I wanted to send you a quick note to say thank you for the education and cheer. My other hobbies, fountain pens, journaling, and correspondence brought me to stamp collecting recently, and your videos have been a helpful and accessible way to learn more about this new and exciting hobby. I hope you're having nice weather in Cambridge. Denver has been warm and sunny after having snow last week. Take good care, Erin." And again, this is from the end of March that I got that. But same as the envelope, I can tell that Erin made this piece of stationery, which is so cool. You really have an eye for like colors and just sort of blocking the positioning of things together. This is seriously so beautiful, and I can't believe it was all just like a plain white paper before, and then just using these different like collage stickers and washi tape and everything. It's just gorgeous. I love getting this. So here is the vintage postcard that Erin sent from the postmark. Very clear. We can see it was sent from Denver, Colorado in 1910. What I love to do when I get vintage postcards is I try to see if I can decipher the handwriting and just get a glimpse of like what these people were talking about back in 1910. It's a little bit hard because of the handwriting and the spelling is a little bit questionable, but here's what I think it says. "Hello, George. How are each and every one of you? All here quite well. Hope all there the same. Will write Mama later. How is school? How is your teacher? We are so lonely, especially when we think of you all. And much love from Peach." So it seems like a little nice note from a friend, but what I really like is this second part. "Nellie Mae is bothering me. She is growing large and fat. Love to Harold. How is Yule? From Peach." So again, I don't know if that's right. Let me know if you think it says something else. It's always fun to read these cards and kind of wonder what these people were doing. Maybe George and Peach were friends and then she moved away. It's funny because usually in postcards it's a little bit more positive. You're kind of bragging almost. "Oh, look where I am now. It's so nice here." But Peach seems lonely. She seems a little sad to be without George. So who knows? Maybe we'll never know. Feel free to take a crack at reading opening it yourself if you like. Okay, that's it. So we made it to the end. This has been a huge mail day. I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to send me mail. I'm still getting more and more every day, so I'm definitely planning to continue showing you guys what I get. Thanks again to everybody who sent me something. I love all the different types of mail and all the different stuff that I learned from getting it. As always, stay safe and stay curious. Bye!